Well, I know Faye because when I moved here from New York, I was told to look for Faye Steinberg, that she was the epitome of what a lay leader should be in the Jewish community.
Faye has provided leadership to Jewish Federation, to Women's Philanthropy, as well as to the Sisterhood and Temple Beth Shalom. She served on all the boards. She was president of the organizations and just really given her heart and soul to the organizations, providing leadership and generosity.
How I love Faye Steinberg. Let me count the ways. Number one, Faye Steinberg is one of the most extraordinary women I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. I have known Faye for as long as I can remember, and she has had an extraordinary impact on my life. Number two, she says what she means what she says, and you better mind what she says because she knows who she is, what she is, and why she does the things she does.
Well, the Strauss family and the Steinberg families have been friends for 50 years, both through the medical community here in Las Vegas and the Jewish community, mostly through Temple Beth Shalom. So when I married into the Strauss family 25 years ago, I got to know Faye.
I met Faye Steinberg in 1983, my first year in Las Vegas at the High Holy Days, outside of Temple Beth Shalom when it was still on Oki. No idea who this woman was, but here's this little thing, little bit of a woman, who's a giant, but a little bit of a woman who's surrounded by people, all wishing her a happy new year or chatting, and she's laughing and smiling. Little did I know that she would become someone who I would want to emulate.
Faye has inspired me in women's philanthropy in many ways. Mostly, we served together from the early 2000s, and she was women's philanthropy chair, and I used to watch her from the wings. And she would run meetings, and she would be at every event. She would inspire women to get involved. And I thought, I want to do that too. And I asked Faye, what do you think? She said, why don't you become women's philanthropy chair after me? And she kind of guided me through it and mentored me a little bit.
We were campaign chair together for many years. I was really younger and new in that, and she was really inspired me. She was like giving me the confidence not too scared to ask people for donation, and I remember that was very hard for me to do the phone calls in the beginning. And she told me, Rachel, you don't have to worry about it because you're not asking for you. You're asking this for, to help other people.
Faye, I have to imagine, inspires everybody because she's always positive. She sees being part of this community as something which is required of everybody who lives here. And I think she makes it easy to want to be like her, to walk in her footsteps. And this is so obvious when you see her family and what she and Lee have done for the community here in Vegas.
She doesn't doubt what she does because it comes from a place deep inside Faye. I have learned a lot from Faye Steinberg, but the one thing that impresses me the most with all of her achievements and accomplishments in this community is her love of family. She knows what her priority is, and her priority is Lee and the kids and the grandkids. What a remarkable family she has been the matriarch of and continues to be.
Everybody kind of liked him, and she just lit up the room.
She never says no.
Number 43. She has made an extraordinary impact on this community, not only on the Jewish world, which is quite significant, but on the secular world as well.
She loves everybody.
If you were to look up Faye Steinberg in a thesaurus, under her name you would find loving, caring, giving, generous, a devoted Jew, a devoted member of the Jewish and larger community here in Las Vegas.
And she was a tough customer, but she made me better.
She's a role model.
Well, I think Faye sets a very high bar for what people should be doing. And that is, you give of yourself, you give your time, you give your energy, and to the extent that you can, you're expected to give of your purse as well. And I think she sets a wonderful example for the younger women here and the older women here as well, and just sets a wonderful example for people to know what it's like to be part of a community and to give, both here in Vegas and certainly in Israel, and she is just wonderful.
I don't feel that you can find so many people in this world that would do and give what they're doing and giving from all their heart. They're doing it from their heart, and especially Faye Steinberg. I love you so much, and I love your family.